Oh, there it goes. Hello, it's Melissa at Fuzzy Goat. I started standing up because I wanted to show you my new fun little crossbody Ori bag. And I have something in it, so I was going to show you. And also, while I was standing, I don't know if you noticed, I'll stand back up again. This is the Ooh La La sweater. And I had a uh-oh down here. I'm not even sure what happened, but you can hardly see it. But literally, it started unraveling. And I just grabbed it, and I think I'm going to be happy with it that way. So this is Isabel Kramer, Ooh La La, and I'm going to show you some new yarns we just got in. Hopefully you all can hear me. Something's going on here. It's not. Anyway, okay. So this is the Ori bag. I love this pink. It's color candy. So I was going to show you some others that we have, and we have some more coming in. But I had 2 skeins of yarn in it this weekend, as well as a wallet, my wallet. So it holds not a lot, but enough. I had my keys in here, and I have my little, I like lots of lipsticks. Really not lipsticks, lip glosses and chapsticks and stuff like that. I always have at least 1 or 2 with me, so I keep them in here. So this is the candy colorway. We have this fun colorway, avocado. The lighting in here is a little weird, really bright, and then you can't see anything all of a sudden. Then this color is marine. I'll put them all up together. And because I know you saw my backpack that I got, that's going to be for my trip, but I also took it when we went to market, and it's the Ori backpack, which I love as well, but sometimes that's more than what you need. And then this is the midnight color, and this is burnt orange. That would go on that side. So these are the colors. I just want to share it with you guys. I'll put the link up too. Look at all the colors. Oh my goodness. There you go. Fun, fun, fun. And then of course got my pink one. I've become a pink girl lately. I just ordered some pink shoes. Never knew that I was a pink girl. Maybe the Barbie movie's inspiring me, I'm not sure. But let me show you what I have in my Ori bag. So, I was gonna talk to you about some sale yarn. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody's asking about the sweater I'm wearing. It's called Ooh La La. Ooh La La by Isabel Kramer. 5, 6, 7 skeins of yarn. That's how much it held. These are small skeins, I understand. And this yarn is on sale. This is the baby alpaca, or alpaca silk, I'm sorry. Alpaca silk. And it's a sport weight. And the reason why I pulled it out today is because somebody was asking about the Joni sweater that I've recently made. It's got a little lace pattern. I'm sure you can make the sleeves longer if you chose to. It's got a little shaping at the bottom, which I really like. I really like wearing the sweater. I don't have it on today. And it is Joni, J-O-N-I. Again, it's sport weight. And these would be really pretty. I've known a couple people to actually make it in these yarns. They have 147 yards. I believe I used, maybe for the size I made, was like 800 yards, maybe. I don't even think it was that much, actually. So we have this pretty oyster color. Oyster. And then this, I think, is just white. What do we call it? White. And we have an ecru, not to be confused with the white. So a little ecru. And this really pretty pink. We call that a blush. Put them all together. And we have this gray color. It is called Slate. Oopsie. We have a light blue color. What's this one called? Ice or something? Yep, I think that's ice. And then this little twippy brown one is called truffle. Oh, truffle. So anyway, we have a lot of these in the sale. They were $22. They are now, I think, $16.50. I think is what it says. So check those out on our sale section for the Joni. And it's not candy. You can take that off now. And what else I want to talk about? Oh, for another sport, oops, that's not it. Another sport pattern that I have made, those yarns would work for, is this Onward. I don't know if y'all remember this one, the Onward and Up Tee. Has some garter in there to give it some texture up here. And then the very bottom of it is some lace in a different color. Of course, you could use the same color, although I believe the sweater is made in a sport, and that part they suggest a fingering, like a silky fingering, just to give it some drape. And this is called Onward and Up. So that would be another pretty one in those yarns that I just showed you. Then I also, boy, I have a lot of yarns to show you today. I picked these out because if you remember, the sweater I made for my friend was in the tutu, and we have more of this in the sale, and we have the sidewalk, tutu and sidewalk. These would be really good in the sweater I'm wearing, Ooh La La. It has a little bit of silk in it. Actually, I say a little bit, I think like 30%. So it would have nice drape, nice hand beads, not too warm for this type of weather. Of course, it's open. I do have a camisole underneath it, but anyway, so these is called Spud and Chloe Fine Sock in our sale section, tutu and sidewalk. So those work too. Then we got so excited because we got some of our yarns from Market in today. And the one that really got me excited was the Pasquale. It's from Italy. I can bring you a little closer. Okay. And I'm just going to show you real quick. We don't have these online yet. They should be in a couple days. And I have some notes on these too, because we have 3 different weights. A lace weight, which is a mohair silk. Just can't get this right. We have the Puno, which is a fingering weight. And hey Carla, hey Cindy. And we have Cumbria, which we're calling a sport weight. Okay, so let's back up. The mohair is a lace weight. It's got 219 yards. It's got mohair, 45% mohair, 25% silk, 15% wool, and 15% yak. I just think that's so cool to say that. I'm going to show you those real quick, and then I'll come back and give you the. So we got, again, these are not, I don't think we have them labeled yet. So I'm just going to kind of show you the color so you know what to be looking for. Then colors on here are numbers, but when we put them up on our website, we have names, so it just wouldn't mean much to you. So, of course, we got the red, we got a pink. Our intent also was to be able to pair these together if you want to hold them together with the other yarns I'm going to show you. So, like a creamy white. This is a really pretty blue. I could be able to hold all these together. I was hoping I could. And 3 more. We have like a gold mustard color, maybe it's the curry, actually. I'm gonna call that curry. And that's another pretty blue one, and then the brown, okay? So those are the lace weight. The next one I'm gonna talk about real quick. This is just a sneak peek, because like I said, it's not on, thank you, Rose. You like the color of the sweater. I am actually in, you will see, an orange phase right now, if you call this orange. I'm not sure what you call it. Almost red, not quite red. Now the next one I'm going to show you is just the next one. Puno, P-U-N-O. It's got 218 yards in it. It's a fingering, 70% cotton and 30% alpaca. And soft cotton blend. Their idea was to create, I'm reading this, sorry. Create a yarn of varying colors without having to dye it additionally. So I think they're getting the natural color from the alpaca. So there you go. And Pasquale Puno yarns support the construction of greenhouses at schools in the Andes of Peru. So there you go. So again, this is Puno. Let me just grab these and show you. This is the this is the fingering weight. So if you wanted to hold it together, you see, that was our intent, to like pick similar colors. So you can hold it together for some projects that we've found at Market, or any, if you hold a fingering and a lace together, which I've done that, I think just once, and I made the ranunculus out of it. So it kind of makes it a sport weight, not quite a DK if you hold a fingering and a lace, but, so, I mean, if you want to just add some texture, you can always add the mohair. So, oh, look at that red. I love that color. And we got one more without falling. Oh, 2 more.
Okay. So, today we have lots of stuff.
There we go. Here are all the colors. I'm sorry I don't have the names, and I'm just kind of want to give you a sneak peek so you can see. But this is the Puno. So if you're looking for something that, I'm doing the, oh my gosh, the lemon spritz knit along, for example. It's a sport weight. And Carla is allergic to my hair. You know what? You're not the only person. That's why we also carry the Suri Silk 29 Bridges, which I like that too.
Today's, this
I
week.
have to, yeah, Surrey silk is a good alternative to the mohair.
It is, but then we mark it down.
Was it? Oh, the
It's not going away.
lemon
It's
spritz
not going away till people buy
knit
it.
along from Marie Green.
Yeah.
You could, I think
Yeah.
it's called,
So
it called, that's what it inspired us, is because it's called for like plant-based yarns
Starting tomorrow.
instead of animal. So hence the cotton, but you could hold it together and, you know, it would be a, not necessarily those colors. It would be more of a sport weight if you held these together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just to give you an idea of that, I've got one more base I want to talk to you about. This is actually a sport weight,
Yeah.
which would also work for those two patterns I just showed you, which is the onward and up tee, upward, did I say that? Onward and up. That would work for any sport weight.
Yeah, I know.
Do I have a pattern?
Let me show you that.
Yes, it's the Ooh La La. The sweater I'm wearing is the Ooh La La by Isabel Kramer. I'll also put a link up there in case you can't find it. And this is the Joni pattern. So these two call for sport weight yarns. So I'm going to show you what is the official sport weight from Pasquale. It is Cumbria. It's 174 yards, 60% cotton, 50% bamboo, and it's a sport weight. It is super, super soft. And, oh yeah, so it's reminiscent of a merino silk. I mean, this is so soft. I'm gonna have to make something out of this. And it's good for baby clothes, women's, men's, sweaters, or scarves. So let me just start showing you these colors. And let's see if I'm good enough to maybe pair these up on command. Maybe not. This is, I think we got similar colorways, as you can see, like in different, just similar colors. This one's, this is so soft. This would be great for baby stuff. There's a nice gray. Man overboard. Got a cream in that one. Green. Nice purple. Got a lot of colors in this one. For that teal. Okay. Bye, Tracy. Take care.
I like having to figure that out. That was kind of fun.
And these are pretty. These are actually pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so soft. I can't wait to start knitting something with it. I have to figure that out. But then I haven't even talked to you about my projects, which I went a little crazy with this weekend. This is pretty too. I don't know if I can pull some of these over here. Yep, no, I'm not gonna even try that to pair them up for you. This would be great for baby. So that was our intent with these, and like I said, sport weight, great baby stuff. A lot of it calls for sport weight. We're seeing more sweaters for sport weight, which I'm starting to make too. So check those out. And when we get them up, probably not today, hopefully tomorrow. And this one again was Cumbria, and this was the sport weight. All right, so I think I did enough of that. That was just fun stuff. Just fun, sorry. When boxes come in, it was so exciting here. Okay. What else? The weekend. I just kind of dove right into that. Weekend was good. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It was hot. We got some rain. We got my son out to Scotland, and he seems to be doing well. And don't hear a lot from him, so I think that's good. That's good for a boy, like, and a girl. But you know, that means he's busy, which is good. I want to talk to you about my projects. I started a new one. I could not start it. Does that make sense? I just could not start it. Because my other projects, I just gotta figure out where I put it. Lordy? Oh, it's in here. I kind of started stuffing them in the bag. The ones I was working on were getting kind of boring, even though I loved the yarn I was working with and the colors. But I was at a point where things were a lot more, just increases, like going from here to here is kind of boring. So I did cast on a new one, which had some action quickly. So I'll show that in a minute. This is my Marie Green knit along. I don't have really a lot to show you yet either. This is, I'm not sure where, okay. Just turn it around in circles. I think I have maybe 9 more sets of my increases when I count the stitches that I have in my sleeves, which is right here. I think I have, it's a set of 2 rows, and I have there's 2 increases in each one. Anyway, so I'm still in my increase round. This is the one that calls for sport weight. Any of those sport weight yarns I just showed you would work for this. And I don't know if you know what the pattern looks like. There is lace pattern on the bottom of it. Here it is. This is a good one. This is where all my notes are. And so this part's kind of boring, and then when I get, I think just past when you separate it for the sleeves is where some lace starts. So, and you can see the sleeves there have leaves on them. I'm not sure I'm going to do the leaves. It's not quite my style, but it would be interesting to do it because I've never done it before. So it just depends on where I am at that point, if I feel like trying something new or just getting something off the needles. I am using Dando Silk Plus, so it's a silicone blend. And yeah, so that's where we are with that. Maybe, hopefully I get a little further, you can see a little more something going on with that one. But that is the Lemon Spritz Tea, Marie Green. All right, what's the next one? Okay, let's just talk about the ranunculus. So I have started my classes. I had one on Friday and I had one on Saturday. And the intent was to have the whole class to do the cast on. It is a tricky cast on. It's a, I hope I'm saying this right, provisional cast on. Starts with a provisional cast on, then goes into a tubular ribbing, I guess is what you call it. So just in the very top. And it's kind of tricky. We're doing the small neckline. We talked a lot about gauge in class. We looked at everybody's gauge swatches and talked about what the fabric feels like versus what your gauge was. So if any of you are doing this pattern, I kept having to remind them that 19,000 people, I think over 19,000 people have made this pattern. And again, I'm on my 4th. But the cast on is just tricky. It's intended to be very stretchy and also kind of an invisible edge there, like it kind of just rolls over, like just like you're just knitting and it rolled over the top. So that's what the plan is for it. As you can see, I'm getting there with my long sweater. Hi there. I probably have, I think, 1 more inch to go in the stockinette before I start the ribbing. We had a customer here today, and she had hers on, and she did, she added to the sleeve length and did a ribbing. She did the, oh my gosh, I just lost the name of it, where you knit into the back. Ribbing. That's on the bottom. She did the same thing with the sleeve. It looked really nice. So that's my mom's sweater. And I think I'm only on the 2nd ball. Oh, it says I have slow connection. Hope you guys can still hear me and see me. Okay, it just went away. So I'm on the 2nd ball. I have 1 whole ball left to finish the ribbing, which is about 3 inches, and her sleeves. So that's the nice thing about the ranunculus. It doesn't take a lot of yardage. But yes, the cast on was a struggle for most of the people in class, and then as I reached out to them, they were getting it. They had to do it a few times. So if you were also making it, 19,000 people made it. So it can't be that hard. Can't be impossible. Can't be impossible. All right. So my other ranunculus. Tell me, got a problem. Got a problem. Just casting on too many things. Okay, put that over there. So this is the DK ranunculus, and I'm still on my first skein. If you can believe, I was trying to check it out before I came, but there is no, I have not joined a ball at all. So this is DK weight. They were laughing at me in class. They said it looks like a little person's sweater. I think it looks that way because the sleeves, I have them all cinched up, and the neck looks really small, but it stretches. Look at how much that's, I mean, I'm not even pulling on it. So that's the beauty of the cast on she does. So this is, I think on mine, I might have 2 more inches to go for the body. And then, look, so I don't really wear this color a lot, but I have a couple projects here with it on. It's just funny how you kind of go through phases, I think, before I get to the ribbing on this. So, yeah, that's the ranunculus. I still really like this pattern. And I'm hoping, like, look at this, I'm almost done with this first ball. So, all right. That would be ranunculus number 4. Put this in here. Okay. Then, oh, another exciting thing that I got to this weekend. It's right here. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. kind of switched up the bags and my projects, and it's kind of messed me up. So this one I was also kind of stuck on, I felt like, for a long time. I did try this on. This is Westbourne by Isabel Kramer. Same designer. And
Oh, I'm jealous.
at the
Oh,
back.
you're in the fuzzy part.
Cadence is also making this one. I just got far enough where I can add on, this is going to be a stripe, and this is my Surrey silk. So I just really did like 3 rows. She has 2 versions, and I think it was day and nighttime. Was that what they call? I have it right here, I guess I can tell you. And I'm doing the night, which has 3/4 length sleeve, no stripes on the sleeve, so just the solid. And I think the stripe widths are a little different. Let me just look real quick. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, a night version and a day version is what she calls. So in the night version, the contrast color is 3 rows and the main color is 8 rows. So long enough that I am gonna cut my yarn. You gonna do that, Cadence? 8 rows, you cut your yarn for stripes, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet.
I think I am. Anyway, very exciting because I just couldn't wait. And this also made me think of Barbie, like with the fuzzy pink. I don't know, just made me think Barbie. So that's fun though, very fun. I was gonna tell you, so I had taken out like all the extra balls in my project, like the ones that, you know, I won't, like the 2nd and 3rd or whatever. Oh, somebody's asking me, what did I use for this project? The Westbourne. This is Copper Corgi, and then this is 29 Bridges Surrey silk. Yeah, and so you could use the Pasquale fuzzy stuff that we just got in for that. But this is, we have some great colors in Copper Corgi if you want to check that out. It's a fingering. Everything's fingering. Oh, well, the lace, obviously. And the pattern doesn't call for lace for the stripe. It's supposed to be fingering, but we decided to do the lace. So I'm using the same needle, not changing it up. All right, so I started to tell you guys, so I had all the extra balls, I call it, on my oil section. We have like a counter, and I have all my essential oils because I love essential oils over there. And that's where I kind of keep some of my stash, like the overflow stash, stuff I'm working on. And I walked by the other day, I'm like, wow, there was just a lot of pink and purple in there. I just thought it was funny because usually I'm more of a Merlot kind of a girl. But anyway, all right, so that is Westbourne by Isabel Kramer. I think I have just a couple more to show you. No, I don't. I have 3 more. Sorry. Do I have 3 more? 2 more. No wonder, did I lose one? Okay. This is the Colorwork sweater by Caitlin Hunter. This one was called Novelli. Super fun color work. There was about maybe 3 or 4 rows I had to do any carrying on whatsoever. I'm trying to bring my ribbing down there, so I definitely can't do a lot. But look at that. It's just, it makes it look like I really did like a lot of hard stuff, and I really didn't. But I have switched to my main color up here, the purple. I think it's gonna be okay. I wasn't sure. I'm kind of glad the pink, or this color and the purple are not near each other, but I think it's a nice gradual into the purple. So I have about 4 inches to do in the round before I separate for the sleeves. I might do more, but I have bought a dress that is actually this color that I'm hoping to wear this on top of and leave it kind of, not cropped, but like, you know, shorter. That's my plan. So I need to get knitting, I guess. This one, Caitlin Hunter's, does not, it has, hold on. Does not have, what am I trying to say? I can find it. I think it's up here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't have sleeves, but I think you can make them longer. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. But I can't find it. So there you go. I know it's in here. Oh, got it. Found it. Yeah, so this is the chart. I think I've showed you the chart. I'm sorry, I'm rambling here. It's a color work chart. Very simple. Up here is when I had to do some carrying up here. And I was going to show you a picture of the sleeve. So it's there we go. See, and she has it on a dress. I don't have that kind of dress, but it's similar. Yeah, like a boat neckline. Yeah. So I know not a lot of people like to wear short sleeves, and you can always make sleeves longer. You can always do that. Always add length. I would say to any pattern if you don't like to wear the shorter sleeves. So don't be afraid. You can always change the pattern ever so slightly. Yes, I do believe that. All right, so that was Novelli. And I do love this. I love this green that's in there. Oh, it's so pretty. I guess blue. That color, it's blue, right? Harbor, it's blue. I struggle. Okay. And then, do I have two in here? So Novelli, okay. I think I might have forgotten one. No, I didn't. I didn't forget one. Whew. I know y'all were nervous. I was nervous because I wasn't sure where it was. So I've started, this one, I think I started this one last week. Got through the short rows. I think all I did was the ribbing on this, on the neck. Got through the short rows and started some color work. Look at that. And look at that color work. And look at that. What do you think of that line?
I like that.
That's really fun.
Really fun. And it's not a lot of color work. Like, so it was supposed to be up at the neck. I decided I didn't need that color at my neck. So let me just show you the chart. I think it's going to be fun. And like I said, he inspired me to do more like a variegated color, if you want to call that. Oh gosh, everything is falling off. Anyway, so this is the chart for it. So there's really not, so the blue is where my line is going to be, so it's really not that much, but it's going to be fun. And this is it right here. And of course, I did not use my green for up here. So not a lot of green, but I think I could put some, I might, somewhere in the arms or down here, just to spice it up a little bit. Anne's over here knitting on her look squirrel. Okay, so, and I got one more to show you. I think I need my bag, this thing again. This was a last minute, I just had to cast it on. Just had to. And you know I'm not gonna get anything done, so y'all don't ask me where my sweaters are, because they're all on needles. I had to order extra tips and cables so I could keep knitting. I guess everything I'm doing right now is on 4s. So I started this one, and I know I showed you last week, Pop Rocks. Oh my gosh. Just fun. And I have this yarns, I think I showed you last week, that just seemed to scream at me that it, scream to me that I needed to start it in these colors. Yeah, this is a little overboard, I do realize. Look at my orange, matches my shirt. So I started it, it was really fun. So it's, okay, some people are afraid of a provisional cast on. I get it, I totally get it. I'm sorry, I'm taking it. I like, oh, I dropped a stitch in my hurry. Hold on. I did, in my hurry to do it. I see it right there. I'm dropping stitches left and right. Let me see if I can grab it. I might have to go back and find it. All right, so, let's see, I'm gonna grab it. Yep, there it is. Lordy, lordy. This is the second surgery I've done today. Okay, that's easy fix. Okay, so it has a provisional cast on, and now you can do a provisional cast on with just a chain, crocheting a chain, and then you knit into it. I've never been very good, because I'm not a crocheter, at knitting into the right part of the chain. So I like the option of using, you use your needle, kind of like the ranunculus. You use your needle and a hook and waste yarn, and you're making the chain on the needle with the hook, and then you knit into the provisional cast on. That allows you to have live stitches. I guess we hold this way. So that color right there is my provisional cast on. So it allows me to have live stitches, so I can pull that out at some point, and then I'm going to do the neck. So this started kind of below the neck, and this is such a fun stitch. And I just wondered, and I did some short rows. I did some short rows of that. And then you have this little, it's not even a bobble. You did 5 rows of just knitting. So 1 row of your main color, 4 rows of the color work. Then on the 5th one, I think it's the 5th or 6th, you drop 3 or 4 stitches, and that's how you get this. Well, that's how I dropped a stitch, but that's how you get this long right there. It's so cool, so cool. So that's as far as I've gotten. It has, you can see, so this part right there, and then these get a little thicker, and then I think there might be one on the bottom, but just something fun. It's not fast. It is not a fast stitch, but anyway, that's called Pop Rocks Pullover. I have talked to y'all way too long today. I'm sorry. I hope you have a good week. I hope maybe I can make some progress on some of this stuff for next week, and I will see you then. Thank you. Bye.